Hello everyone. Welcome to this episode of Wehry History and Entertainment News of the Berkshires and beyond. As summer hits the calendar, many local arts and entertainment businesses are opening up. On this episode, I'll be reviewing several local theater and music companies, plus previewing Jacob's Pillow's first few shows, and reviewing the horror film Primate. I'll also be discussing an excellent sports event one can see for free in West Springfield. First, it's time for this episode's trivia question. This episode's question is, to date, who won the only gold medal for the United States in 3-on-3 Olympic basketball? Now, for this episode's local headlines. Our first story takes us to Berkshire Theater Group for a concert with the band Yacht Lobsters. Backed by popular demand, Yacht Lobsters returns to bring the smooth sailing sounds of 1970s-80s soft rock to the stage once again. This New York City-based band captures the golden era of Steely Dan, the Doobie Brothers, Hall & Oates, Toto, and more, with lush vocals, tight grooves, and that unmistakable yacht rock glow. Blending silky harmonies with a powerhouse horn section and just the right touch of funk and improvisation, Yacht Lobsters delivers a laid-back, feel-good night that allows you to sing along, sway, and settle into the breeze. So dust off your captain's jacket, grab a topical drink, and come cruise with us. This concert is scheduled to take place on May 30th at 7:30 p.m. For more information, visit berkshiretheatergroup.org. It's now time for a much anticipated story. We will be going to Great Barrington for their annual Berkshire Film Festival. From May 28th through May 31st, 31 documentaries, 29 narrative features, 29 short films, and a free kids animated shorts program will screen throughout the festival. This year has a particular focus on documentaries. The event kicks off at the Wehry Performing Arts Center with an opening night screening of Steal This Story, Please, about Democracy Now! Journalist Amy Goodman. She'll be present for an onstage conversation after the film. Additionally, the documentary Give Me the Ball, which highlights tennis icon and women's rights legend Billie Jean King, will close out the festival. Directors Liz Garbus and Elizabeth Wolfe will be in attendance. This year's Tea Talk honorees, in which attendees can talk to people within the film industry, will also be documentarians. They are Barbara Koppel, who is most famous for her Oscar-winning documentaries, Harlan County, USA, and American Dream, and Yael Melmaid, director of the acclaimed film Children No More. Additionally, the film is honoring the on- and off-screen work of actress Karen Allen. Allen is known in the film world as Marion Ravenwood, the heroine of the Indiana Jones film franchise. Locally, however, her impact may be even greater. Her presence as a neighbor, a collaborator, and a cornerstone of the Berkshire International Film Festival. She was one of the first big names to be honored when the festival first began in 2006. Now the festival is honoring her again for bringing strong films to Berkshire County. As stated earlier, this event takes place from May 28th through the 31st. Tickets are selling out fast. For more information, visit biffma.org. Please note that the website is a little tricky to navigate for purchasing tickets. Up next, we will be visiting the Jacob's Pillow Dance Festival in Lenox. They have a busy summer schedule after a few difficult seasons. It is so busy, in fact, that this story will take place over the course of a few episodes because there are just so many dance performances happening. This summer, Jacob's Pillow returns for a 10-week festival celebrating its 94th year, with a season that promises to connect us to each other and to our past, present, and future. Join audiences and artists from around the world as we gather, move, and reconnect through the transformative power of dance. All of these performances discussed on this episode take place the first 2 weeks in June. First up is Paul Taylor Dance. Called one of the most exciting, innovative, and delightful dance companies by the New York Times, Paul Taylor Dance is one of the world's leading dance organizations. Based in New York City and with vast international reach. The company will return to Jacob's Pillow this summer for the first time in 7 years. Also returning to Jacob's Pillow for the first time in 7 years is Urban Bushwoman. The groundbreaking black women-led theatrical dance company, Urban Bushwoman, will present their dance-driven musical, Scat. The complex lives of Al and Dot and Al Zoller. Set in a fictional jazz club, Scat tells a love story of two people making their way during the Great Migration through song, dance, and storytelling. Another choreographer will be Samel Pitts. Dancer, artist, and choreographer Samel Pitts creates provocative dance works that push against the boundaries of identity. His collective tribe will perform Touch of Red, inspired by the rapid-fire footwork of boxing. The African-American jazz dance style Lindy Hop, Gaga movement language, and nightlife culture. Set in a stylized ring, this dance duet examines the way Black men are perceived and perceive themselves in contemporary society. Finally, for this episode is Uppercut Dance Theater. Founded in 1982, Uppercut Dance Theater is one of Denmark's longest-running dance companies and a pioneer into bringing contemporary dance into non-traditional spaces. Now led by artistic directors Stephanie Tomlinson and Mark Phillip, the company brings 40 years of innovation and cross-genre exploration to the stage. Be sure to stay tuned to future WWHEN episodes as we continue this journey of the Jacob's Pillow dance performances. Additionally, visit the website shown here for more information. Our next story takes us to Barrington Stage Company in Pittsfield for their first show of the season, Driving Miss Daisy. Deborah Jo Rupp and Ray Anthony Thomas star in this beloved Pulitzer Prize winning play that explores the life-changing relationship between two people bridging societal divides. Set in 1948 Georgia, Daisy, a Jewish widow, and Hoke, her black chauffeur, surprise each other and themselves as they develop a 25-year relationship built on respect, understanding, and affection. This play eventually became a movie in 1989 and won several Oscars, including Best Actress and Best Film. If you liked the film version, this gives you the opportunity to see its stage origins. This show will be going on from May 27th through June 21st. For more information, visit bsc.org. Up next, we will be visiting several towns for their Memorial Day parades. First, the annual North Adams Memorial Day Parade begins at the American Legion at 9 a.m. and goes along American Legion Drive, up Main Street, up Eagle Street, and arrives at Veterans Memorial Park for a memorial ceremony. In case of rain, the ceremony will take place at the American Legion. Coffee and donuts will be served at the Regions starting at 8:30 a.m. In Pittsfield, the city's annual Memorial Day procession will begin at 9 a.m., rain or shine. For those participating, the lineup will take place at 8:45 a.m. at the intersection of Fenn and Allen Streets. The group will proceed to North Street and head north to Wacona Street, and then to Pittsfield Cemetery. A ceremony will follow at the cemetery with opening remarks from Mayor Peter Marchetti, followed by keynote speaker Woody Vaspra, the Berkshire Veterans Coalition commander. Finally, in Lenox, their parade begins at 12 p.m. at the Church on the Hill United Church of Christ at 169 Main Street, before proceeding to the town's War Monument. For more information on these or any other Memorial Day parades, visit the website shown here. It's now time for a road trip to West Springfield. For this episode, we will be exploring a unique sporting event that only started in 2023, but has become one of the most popular events in Western Massachusetts. Hooplandia, which takes place at the Big E Complex. 3-on-3 basketball is on the rise ever since it started at the 2020-2021 Summer Olympics. Hooplandia is one of the best ways to view it. It is the Northeast's ultimate 3-on-3 tourney and festival, founded in 2023 and quickly becoming a cornerstone event in the Northeast. As the name suggests, 3-on-3 basketball consists of only 3 players on a team, instead of the standard 5. Hooplandia is more than just a sporting competition. Hooplandia embodies the spirit of community, inclusivity, and athletic excellence, providing a platform for players of all ages and backgrounds to come together and celebrate the game they love. There are many divisions in this event. Young girls, young boys, women, men, high school aged, former NBA and WNBA players, Special Olympians, veterans, and more. Teams require 4 players, 3 on the court and 1 substitute. The divisions can be one gender or co-ed. If a team is co-ed, both a male and female player must be on the court at all times for both teams. The first team to score 20 points wins. Winners receive a championship shirt, winner's plaque, and most interestingly, a plaque at the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield. The plaque lists the names of all champions, a tradition that will continue each year as new winners etch their names into Hooplandia history. Winners in the adult division also receive $2,500 each. Apart from the thrilling on-court action, Hooplandia offers many exciting features for participants and spectators alike. With entertainment, food, and activities for the whole family, Hooplandia is an experience that extends far beyond the basketball court. Last year, I was able to visit Hooplandia. It was one of my favorite experiences in 2025, and one that I would love to visit again. Hooplandia will be held from June 19th through the 21st at the West Springfield Eastern States Exposition Complex, located at 1305 Memorial Ave. On the 19th, there will be Hooptacular. This is a free for the public event consisting of a three-point contest, a skills contest, and a dunk contest for adults. This event will be held indoors. On the 20th and 21st, the majority of events will be held outdoors, unless it is raining. In that case, events will be moved inside the buildings at the complex. Additionally, select games in the adult division will be played at the actual Hall of Fame in Springfield. And there may be special guests, though Hooplandia officials have been tight-lipped. Aside from parking, Hooplandia is free for all audiences. Make sure to bring water, more water, and even electrolytes. The games are played outside, and blacktops generate a lot of heat, especially in June. If you have problems with the outdoor games, Hooplandia also provides tons of indoor activities as well. For more information, visit www.hooplandia.com. By the way, speaking of basketball, beginning on the next WWHEN episode, I will be beginning the annual Basketball Hall of Fame biographies. 3-on-3 basketball also supplies the answer to this episode's trivia question. As a reminder, this episode's question was, to date, who has won the only Olympic gold medal for the USA in 3-on-3 basketball for either men's or women's? The answer is the 2020 women's team. The team was a heavy favorite going into the games, which were rescheduled in 2021 due to the COVID pandemic. At the games themselves, the team lost only one game to host country Japan on their way to the gold. The team consisted of Stephanie Dolson, Alicia Gray, Kelsey Plum, and Jackie Young. Like Hooplandia, Olympic 3-on-3 basketball requires 4 players per roster, 3 on the court and 1 substitute. In the 2024 games, Plum and Young won another gold medal, but this was in regular 5-on-5 basketball. It's now time for this episode's movie portion of WWHEN. This episode we'll be reviewing the new horror movie, Primate. In this movie, Lucy returns to her Hawaiian abode for summer break. And to celebrate, throws a pool party for her friends and family while her deaf father, Adam, is away. Then she reveals to them her pet chimpanzee, Ben, who was rescued by her mother and is now a part of the family. But the vacation becomes a struggle for survival when Ben is bitten by a rabid mongoose in the middle of the night, turning the once friendly and innocent chimp into a sadistic and violent monster that possesses a terrifying degree of intelligence. So, what did I think of this movie? Primate was released in January, which is considered to be the month that so-called bad movies, and I say this in air quotes, get released in. So my expectations were low. However, I was actually pleasantly surprised by this film. It has the right amount of tension and scares in it. The movie does get quite violent at times. Sometimes I had to shield my eyes during the film. Ironically, one of the scariest scenes to me doesn't involve gore or blood, but with the deaf father, who is played by a deaf actor. Without spoiling anything, because he has no idea what is going on, he cannot react like some of the other characters, and he's in more danger. It's one of the most harrowing portrayals of deafness in horror films since A Quiet Place. One of the movie's biggest strengths is its length. Sometimes I complain when a movie is too short. However, horror movies like this are perfectly fine at 88 minutes. It knows when to stop before going too far. It also means the film moves by at a fast speed. Overall, this is one of 2026's scariest horror films yet. Don't let its January release date fool you. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give Primate an 8. That ends this episode of Wehry History and Entertainment News in the Berkshires and beyond. If you would like to watch this or any other WWHEN episode again, you can visit PCTV's website shown here or my YouTube page at RT Wehry. And I want to thank CTSB TV and NBCTC for showing my show on their public access station. Thank you.